This is the Fantasy Roadshow.
We are live. Live.
I'm going to give us
Live from Springfield, Illinois, and Austin, Texas. Come the boys are back in town. It's the Fantasy Roadshow.
You're just stoked. You got a 2-2-2. That's fine. I said you're stoked. You got a fucking lasagna, garlic bread, fucking
lasagna, dude. Fucking couple beers, a little bit of lasagna with some garlic bread. You kidding me?
It did that thing that right when you hit record, your shit got all fuzzy.
God damn it.
Audio sounds fine.
I got to close out all my other tabs and everything. It seems to have helped. All right, let's just rock it and see what happens. Hope for the best. You have the board, so hopefully it's not all fucking fuzzy.
Let's do it. This is the Fantasy Roadshow.
Hey, what's going on, roadies? Welcome into another episode of the Fantasy Roadshow with your hosts. My name is Truck. You can find me at fantasy_trucker. This is Kulz. You can find him at Kulz_sports. Follow the show at Fantasy Roadshow. Follow us on YouTube at youtube.com/sportsethos. Mike, what about our Substack?
Substack, the fantasyroadshow.substack.com. Subscribe. We're going to have some articles going out all season long. It's also in the link of our Twitter bio at Fantasy Roadshow. Let's go.
Absolutely.
Where are you at these days, right? Where are we trucking
I'm in,
to? Where are we at?
The birthplace of Abraham Lincoln. Springfield, Illinois. Yeah, Springfield, Illinois.
Springfield, Illinois, and you are in a hotel. You got a hot tub. You got a happy hour.
Let me explain. Let me explain to you what I got going on. This is quite possibly the best hotel I've stayed at in my travels with the trucking. I am at a Comfort Inn Suites. It's not the best hotel, but it's nice. First thing I ask when I walk in, you got a hot tub? The answer is yes. Boom, check mark, happy. And then I turn around and I see they're setting up for like a little cocktail area. Like, you guys got an event going on? She goes, no, that's just a complimentary cocktail party from 5 to 7 for our guests. I was like, for a special reason? She goes, no, Monday through Thursday. That's just what we do. I'm like, does every Comfort Inn does this? She goes, no, just us. I was like, well, all right, well, then I'll be coming back here all the time. So, food, beer and wine. I got a nice little, a little Coors Light over here. Cheers.
Coors Light. My father would be proud.
Yeah, it was between Coors Light and Miller Lite, and if I had the choice between those two, I'm going Coors.
Yeah,
I think it's better. Not much better, but better.
Very nice.
What about you, Mike? How you doing over there in Austin?
I'm good. I am. This mustache is getting just thick. Waiting to head down to Mexico City. Can't really say much more about that whole situation, but that's what the mustache is growing for.
I love it. I love a little CBS mustache, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, cool.
Yeah, excited. We got a couple games on tonight. We'll be recording. We'll be watching games and having some fun. So let's buckle up.
All right, so we're doing another mock draft. If you don't know, now you know. Okay, we're doing a 12-team PPR. Why? Because PPR is standard. Okay, get it through your heads, folks. If you're not doing PPR, you're not playing fantasy football right. Okay, so 12-team PPR. This is another Superflex. We know Superflex is hot right now. We're giving it to you guys again, and we are changing up the roster construction slightly. We are taking away a wide receiver.
Yeah.
So now it's your traditional 1 quarterback, 2 running back, 2 wide receiver, 1 tight end, 1 super flex with 5 bench spots. We are not drafting kicker defense. Just want to lay the groundwork. Mike, what do you have to add to that?
6 bench shot spots, but that's it.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. 6.
Let's let it rip. Let's do it.
Well, I have to join the mock draft. Can you invite me, please?
I need to as well.
Okay.
So
that's step 1, right?
Yeah, but and we also have a little jingle.
Oh, don't get me started on the little jingle, Mike.
Mock, yeah, draft, yeah, ing, yeah.
Link is in the private chat. What spots do you want to do for this one?
Actually, would you be able to send me? I don't want to be drafting on my computer and make my connection worse. If you could send it to me in Slack, I would greatly appreciate that. I feel like I've been drafting from like the 7, 8, 9, 10 spot a lot, so I'm gonna jump to the front. I'll take the 3 spot and see how it goes from there.
Okay, I'll draft from like the 9, 8.
Okay,
I'll draft from the 8.
Yeah, we're drafting like every other day now, so it's hard to keep track of what positions we're drafting from.
Fine.
So
I'll do 8.
Mine's loading now. Is anybody else in? I know we sent an invite to the Sports Ethos contributors.
No, we're good. We're gonna roll just with us.
Okay, let's do it. I'm joining now, claiming the 3 spot, and I am good to go whenever you are.
Fire away.
Boom.
We're on the clock. Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson go 1 and 2. I've never seen Lamar Jackson go 2, but I totally get it. I'm going Josh Allen. Anytime I can get Josh Allen in the 3rd pick, I'm taking it in the Superflex all day, day.
All right, let's see who we got here. So I go Trevor Lawrence. He is the end of this. Fields as well, but I'm Lawrence over Fields, so I'm getting my elite quarterback in the 1st round every time.
And just to preface, after Josh Allen went Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow, Justin Jefferson, and Justin Herbert at 7. Mike went Trevor Lawrence at 8.
I don't know how to make the screen like whatever. We'll just do this.
What do you mean?
Like I don't know how to make the screen all 12. I gotta scroll over.
You have to have it full screen. Is it full screen on your screen that you're looking at?
I don't know how to do that.
Like on your computer screen that you're looking at right now is the page. Yes. You see all 12. You don't have to scroll for that.
This is horrible radio. No, I don't see it. So
okay, all right.
So here goes Diggs in the 2nd round. Falls to me. I'm Diggs over Saquon and Lamb. I'm gonna go Stephon. It's tempting to go Saquon, but I'm going Stephon Diggs.
I feel you on that. After Diggs goes Barkley right after. A.J. Brown, Jonathan Taylor, C.D. Lamb, and I am on the clock here in the 2nd round. After I went Josh Allen, I have a slew of picks to take. I'm going to grab Devontae Adams. I'm going to grab him ahead of Garrett Wilson, Amon-Ra, and I'll see what happens in the 3rd round here. After Devontae goes Derrick Henry, Deshaun Watson to close out the 2nd, Amon-Ra to start the 3rd, followed by Nick Chubb at the 302. I am back on the clock, and I will be grabbing Garrett Wilson.
Garrett.
ahead of Josh Jacobs, Chris Olave, Tony Pollard. Even though this is only a 2 wide receiver, 2 quarterback league, I'm still going wide receiver heavy early and see how my team develops from there.
Yeah, I'm going to go Olave. End of a tier at wide receiver. Lock in Lawrence Diggs, Olave, and see who falls to me in the 4th. I like a little bit of I like some of these running backs, so I don't feel like I have to go Pollard or, Olave's my pick here.
All right. After Olave goes Josh Jacobs, Mark Andrews, T. Higgins, Devontae Smith, Tony Pollard, Najee Harris, Jahmyr Gibbs, and D.K. Metcalf.
Yeah, so I was hoping that Hall would fall. I do love ETN as well, but I think Breece Hall in the 4th is, at this point, what you got to run with. He's going to be on the field in the first few weeks, but then he's just going to come on and take over that backfield late and be a 4th.
Yeah, you had a Hall fall in the 4th.
Hall fall.
Hall fall. After Breece Hall goes TJ Hawkinson, Ramondre Stevenson, Keenan Allen, then Aaron Rodgers at the 409. I am on the clock here. And I am looking at Travis Etienne, Daniel Jones, Calvin Ridley, Kenneth Walker, Amari Cooper, and I will be grabbing see, I'm thinking between either Travis Etienne or Amari Cooper, and I am going to go with Travis Etienne and see if Cooper falls to me in the 5th. Daniel Jones goes, then Calvin Ridley, then Kyle Pitts, and Kenneth Walker. And look at that. Amari Cooper has fallen. But I also see Aaron Jones, which is definitely intriguing. But I'm going to stick with my original thought process and grab Amari Cooper there in the 5th.
Cooper, Mixon, Hopkins. Who felt it? That was intriguing.
Aaron Jones.
Oh, yeah, that's who I was hoping to grab, and I will.
Nice.
So, yeah, Aaron Jones for me, it's between him and Dobbins there, and I am an Aaron Jones running back 13, a J.K. Dobbins running back 14.
Ooh, back to back.
We going back to back. All right, so Aaron Jones, Geno Smith, Anthony Richardson, George Kittle, Jerry Jeudy, which won't. That's a pick because of the computer.
Yep, he just recently was carted off the field.
Yeah, several weeks, hammy strain. Dobbins, Pierce, DJ Moe. That would have been an interesting decision there.
Oh, yeah.
Debo McLaurin, Goddard, Waller, Miles Sanders, Watson, DeAndre Swift, Cam Akers, Brandon Ayuk. Everyone knows I'm an Ayuk guy, and I'm going to stick with my guns.
Guns Mahoney over here. After Ayuk goes Debo Samuel, DeAndre Swift, Terry McLaurin, and Christian Watson. I am on the clock here, and I am looking at 2 players. They're both running backs, Miles Sanders and Cam Akers. And Mike, I have them back to back. Can you guess which player above, without looking, who do I have above the other? Is Miles Sanders above Cam Akers, or is Cam Akers above Miles Sanders? Since Mike has like this photographic memory with my rankings where he could just like on a dime just.
So honestly, I feel like you have Akers over Sanders, but we recently talked about my guys, so I think you should have Sanders over Akers.
I do have Sanders over Akers, and that is who I take with this pick. But I don't really need to focus too much on that because I can grab Akers here. He fell to me in the 7th. After Miles Sanders went Dallas Goedert, Michael Pittman, Alexander Madison, Chris Godwin, and here I am taking Cam Akers in the 7th, and I love that so much.
This just seems to be your day. You're killing it today.
It feels that way, Mike. It feels that way.
All right. So I have Diggs, Olave, Ayuk, Hall, Jones, and Trevor Lawrence. I'm scrolling through here and seeing who I like. Javonte Williams is very interesting to me. Do I want to roster Javonte, Breece Hall, and Alvin Kamara, 3 guys that are not going to be there early on?
That's definitely interesting.
It's interesting, right?
Yeah.
I might go with Rashad White here. I like the idea of having someone that I can trust early on to hedge that Breece Hall if they, if something comes up where he's a little sore or they ease him into it. So I'm going to go Rashad White here.
I think that was a great move by you because I completely understand where you're coming from. As interesting as Breece Hall is, there is a world where Dalvin, early on gets a big workload. So,
yeah,
totally get it.
And it's back to me where Jordan Love is my boy. I kind of might get a little wild here. It's between Kamara and Pickens for me. And gosh, as bad as I want to go Kamara, I might take Pickens because he's not going to fall back to me. And I'd rather have the wide receiver depth than the running back depth.
Yeah, I get it. Pickens is your boy. Okay, after George Pickens goes Alvin Kamara directly after. Patrick Freiermuth, the Muth, Isaiah Pacheco, David Njoku. I am on the clock here. My team is building out so far. Josh Allen, Travis Etienne, Miles Sanders, and Cam Akers. Also with Devontae Adams, Garrett Wilson, and Amari Cooper. Very balanced approach here. And I am looking at grabbing some depth here. I'm probably going to grab. Oh, this is tough. This is a tough decision, Mike. And I'll tell you why. I'm looking at David Montgomery. I'm looking at Jahan Dotson. And I'm looking at James Cook. All of them are people I would really like to take here. I'm still going to wait on my second quarterback since I do have Josh Allen. I feel like I can grab good value here and then still be okay later on. I am going to go with Jahan Dotson, man. I just think, number one of those running backs are going to fall to me. And number two, Sam Howell looking good right now.
He does. He looked good.
So, and look at that. Both running backs did fall. I'm sorry. David Montgomery was taken. So
Monty did not.
Yeah, Monty was taken. So was Jordan Addison, Deontay Johnson, and Kadarius Toney. I will be grabbing James Cook with my 9th pick, and I am loving this team more and more with each round.
Cookie. Oop. Right. So there's a slew of quarterbacks that I still like. I'm not going to jump on that. I'm going to let them fall. I do actually really like Gabe Davis. I'm getting really turned on to him lately. However, I have Diggs, and I do kind of have wide receiver depth, so I'm going to keep looking on down. Khalil Herbert is very interesting to me.
Herbie
Hancock. Herbert is an interesting pick here for me. Do I like Zay? Do I like Herbert? Or do I like Gabe Davis here? I'm going to go Herbert. Again,
Herbie.
Now I have another running back that I could lean on early just in case. He's also flying up my rankings. I just think he looks good, and I like the Bears offense. I just like everything about it right now.
I love hearing you say that.
As much as I like P. Ryan. QJ,
right.
Schultz, Cooks, Stroud, Dylan Love, Gabe Davis, and Mr. Smith Schuster.
Juju.
A guy that I have a good feeling will not make it back to me, and I'm comfortable taking in the 10th round is Mr. Kincaid.
Ooh, little Dalton Kincaid, huh? That is a great pick. After Kincaid goes Michael Thomas, Brian Robinson, Samaje Perine, and Zay Flowers. I was really, really hoping he fell to me, and he was taken right before me, which it's a little shot to the gut. But there is someone else that is usually right next to him in these pools,
Are
in
you
these
Zay
pockets.
Are you Zay over Eli now?
This
No.
one's been very interesting, Mike, and I feel like as of recently, I've been Zay
Leaning
over Eli. Early on, I'm Eli over.
So you're Zay
Zay,
over Eli now.
right-
Just say it.
I think I am. Where are
Yeah.
you?
I think I am too, but that's because I think
Let's go.
but that's because I like the Ravens. I think for me, like Bills Ravens are the two Super Bowl teams right now for me.
Oh, so you think Bills Ravens in the AFC Championship?
I just think those are the two teams that can win us that I think are going to win the Super Bowl preseason. So,
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I'm going to take Eli Moore. I'm not going to waste any more time here. Love me some Eli Moore. Coach calls him positionless. Little scat back. It's going to be really
Moore
good.
brothers?
So after Eli Moore, huh?
The Moore brothers?
Oh, yeah. Don't tease everybody. Okay. I got Rashad Penny went after Elijah Moore. Chigo Conquo, Jacoby Myers, and Cole
Your best
Kmet.
friend.
I am back on the clock here, and I am I am looking at I'm going to still wait on quarterback. I feel like I can still grab a good value a little bit later on. I'm going to be passing up Jameson Williams, Jamal Williams, Devon A-Chain. Cortland Sutton's interesting now with the recent injury to Jerry Jeudy, but I want to grab Greg Dulcich, my tight end, lock him in there because I don't think he'll get back to me in the next round.
There goes Sutton right after. I was
Yeah.
going to snipe
He's
Sutton.
Dude, he's interesting here in the 11th round of a mock where it's like, I'm sure he'll go higher in a real mock.
Yeah.
I wonder, it'll be interesting to see what our best balls look like later on.
Yeah, I know. I'm actually very interested in that.
Woo-hoo.
All right. So I'm going to go Mr. Stafford. I am very much on the Lawrence Stafford. Well, I was going to say Rodgers Stafford. I like the old guys who are, I think it's safe to say Stafford is also a Hall of Fame quarterback now that he won a Super Bowl. So I'm on board
I would agree
with those guys who are Hall of Famers who are like looking for their resurgence this year. I think they both have some juice left in the tank.
Juice left in the tank. Yeah, Matthew Stafford. I'm excited to see what he does and what he brings to the table.
Yeah.
So I am on the clock here. My team is looking really, really good. I have four running backs.
Real
Travis,
nice.
real nice. I have four. I have four running backs: Travis Etienne, Miles Sanders, Cam Akers, and James Cook. Just stellar running back room here. And wide receivers, I have five of them. I have Devontae Adams, Garrett Wilson, Amari Cooper, Jahan Dotson, and Elijah Moore.
We got the Moore brothers combined.
So, yes, we do. Look at that. I always like to leave drafts with Moore brothers, and the fact that we each have a Moore brother, I feel like, we get some Mo. Now I'm looking at this player pool.
Yep.
There's a lot of quarterbacks here: Kyler Murray, Kenny Pickett, Sam Howell, Brock Purdy, Garoppolo, Mac Jones. These are all available in the 12th round. Wide receivers here: Tyler Boyd, Rashee Rice, Romeo Dobbs, Rondell Moore, Jonathan Mingo, Zay Jones, Nico Collins. Nico Collins is someone who I'd really consider here. Him and Romeo Dobbs. Those are the 2 wide receivers I'm looking at. For running backs, since I only have 4, I feel like I do want to leave the draft with at least one more. Kendre Miller, who seems to be healthy now. Zeke, who could be the goal line back in New England. Mostert, Devin Singletary, Jalen Warren, Roshan Johnson. And I'm really talking through these players because I don't know who I'm going to be drafting right now, Mike. I'm just kind of stalling. But I am going to grab my quarterback here just for shits and gigs. Yeah, that's exactly it, Mike. I am grabbing Sam Howell as my QB2 in a super flex, and I'm totally okay with that. Grabbing him in the 12th round. Nico Collins went, which I'm not too happy about that, but I'll get through it. I'm going to grab a running back here, and I'm between Jalen Warren and Roshan Johnson. And I am going to go with Jalen Warren. And
nice.
If anything happens to Najee this year, Jalen Warren is in line for he could be a top 15 running back if he had the job to himself.
Yeah. I am going to go best available. Jeff Wilson and DJ Chuck Chuck I feel very good about both wide receiver and running back, so it is best available for me. That being said, I think I'm actually going to go with a third quarterback in Kenny Pickett.
Nice.
Because I want to stress that leaving a super flex league with 3 quarterbacks, especially when there's 12 teams, that's going to be very important. I didn't know we had another round, however, or I would have taken Jeff Wilson.
That was that 6th bench spot you added.
I'm going Jerome Ford, but yeah. So I think that having there's only 32 starters. So if you're in a 12-man super flex league, not all of you. There's going to be 4 teams that are not going to have a starting quarterback if they go 3 quarterbacks. So because of that, I think it's important to get 3 sometimes. And in this case, I did that.
Yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense. And I completely agree with you. And that's what I'm going to be taking in my last pick here. I'm grabbing another quarterback, especially since I waited all the way to the 12th to grab my second, Sam Howell.
Yeah, that being said, because we're drafting against computers, you're not going to see that on a lot of these teams. When humans, they're going to do that every single time. Yeah, they want to be confident starting 2 quarterbacks throughout the entire year in Superflex.
Yep, that's a very common strategy. And yep. I would normally grab like someone like Desmond Ridder here, but I think I would need someone a little bit more stable. And I'm going to go with Ryan Tannehill. I think I could use him as a spot start. I think he'll have a much better season this year with the addition of DeAndre Hopkins. And I just feel more comfortable having him as my QB3.
Yeah. And that's the draft.
Heyo.
I will run through my team real quick. Trevor Lawrence, Breece Hall, Aaron Jones, Stephon Diggs, Chris Olave, Dalton Kincaid, Brandon Ayuk. My super flex will be Matthew Stafford. And then on the bench, Rashad White, George Pickens, Khalil Herbert, Sky Moore, Kenny Pickett, and Jerome Ford. Yeah, I mean, I love that team. I feel like it's almost cheating. I just feel like our teams are so good when we're drafting against computers. So, we're just trying to get you an idea of our thought process working through a draft. I think a lot. It's tough. It's tough going against, having all auto picks, computer generated auto picks, because it really does feel like our teams are just stacked.
I completely agree with you. But what it does is, to me, it shows who we're targeting. It shows who we're trying to get in these rounds. Will they always be there? No.
Between groups of pools of players.
Yeah, so there's still value in drafting against computers. You're mainly looking at the pocket of players.
Who's going to be in the range. It's a good way to sure up your rankings. Like, you hear us talking through picks, for example, the Zay and Elijah Moore thing. So it's a good way to know who you're targeting, know who you value over, in certain pockets. So what rounds you're shooting for, that kind of thing.
Yeah, to me, it helps in the home leagues when you're on the clock and you're up with two players in front of you that you both really like, or that you like both of them equally the same. So instead of battling and afraid of making the wrong decision, this is a decision I've made 25 times now. I'm taking Miles Sanders over Cam Akers. I don't have to sit there and wait the whole time. So just that is a little caveat. But my team, let me run through them real quick. I have Josh Allen. Love Josh Allen this year. Travis Etienne, Miles Sanders are my two starting running backs. I also have Cam Akers, James Cook, Jalen Warren. And then my wide receivers, Devontae Adams and Garrett Wilson, with Amari Cooper, Jahan Dotson, Eli Moore. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion, having Jahan Dotson and Elijah Moore on my bench. I would feel extremely confident going into that season with Greg Dulcich as my tight end. And my super flex, I have Sam Howell and then Ryan Tannehill as the backup. So I love this team, but you're absolutely right, Mike. You're probably not going to end up like this in most drafts with regular people. So it is what it is. You can hope and dream to have a team like this one day.
Yeah, no shit. And in some home leagues you'll get it. So
I mean, some of your home leagues that you've been in so far have been pretty ridiculous, I will say.
Love it.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us again, and stay tuned.
Yesterday, I wish I could. Let me look at this real quick.
Okay, you're gonna pull it up.
I'm gonna pull it up onto the other
screen. Oh shit! Oh, on your other screen.
Yeah, just so I don't know what information is on there that doesn't need to be. A buddy, one of the guys drafted. Where do I go to teams? He got, who is his third round pick? His third round pick was Alvin Kamara.
Yeah.
And then his fourth round pick was Khalil Herbert. And then I think his fifth round pick might have been Cole Kmet. Yeah, fourth round Khalil Herbert. Fourth round Khalil Herbert. This is a work league. Okay, it was eighth round Cole Kmet after already having Darren Waller.
Oh my God. He grabbed his second tight end within the first 10 rounds.
Eighth round, he doubled. He went Waller in the sixth, Herbert Kmet in the eighth.
Oh my God.
Khalil Herbert. Yeah, he's got Khalil Herbert in the fourth round, and then also got Deonta Foreman, who he is starting.
No,
my running backs are Bijan Robinson and Nick Chubb, and his are Deonta Foreman and Khalil Herbert.
Oh,
so
it's like taking candy from a baby.
Yeah, so that's
that's a home league for you, a work league. You got people that have no idea what they're doing, and if you're watching this show and you're a roadie, you have an advantage against those people. Okay, right. So just remember that, and we appreciate you guys listening and watching every day along with us on 2 days. We can't thank you enough. Other than that, Mike, buckle up. If Keith ever listened to our episodes, he would be so mad at us for never, ever, ever mentioning the fantasy pass. That's how you know he doesn't listen or watch our shows, because he'd be like, dude, you guys have to mention it every episode. Oh, by the way, go buy the $4 a month fantasy pass for Sports Ethos that we have barely anything to do with.
So funny.
Oh my god, it's hysterical. It's hysterical.